You already know what time it is. This is three punch combo. We got Continue to Box and Truth. We got Low behind the cam. And you know it's the Queen Market K. And you know you can find me at Afternoon Sports Slate as well. Let's get right into it, Cotillia. You know it's a lot of boxing going up, these next couple months. So let's talk about Carlos Adames versus Austin Ammo Williams. Jump right in. I like certain things that I see from Carlos. Definitely, he's that type of fighter that's gonna come at you. He's gonna have aggression. To me, just a very good boxer. Excellent punch placement. Power. He will switch stances. Has heavy handed. So listen, he got pop pop. He got some nice little pop pop. He got very good work. He shows a variety of punches. He definitely will throw different combinations at you and unleash. He likes to stalk and spray too. So he gonna give you a variety of things. How you feel about Carlos?
I like Carlos. I like to your point. He's a to me he's a power hitter. He's gonna throw them shots. He's gonna take the risk.
Mm.
Especially with an opponent like Williams. To me, this it's a good matchup. They have some similarities as far as opponents, but I like his style. I mean, everybody's saying that it's 50-50. I don't know. We'll talk about a little more in the conversation, but overall, I like his style. It's a good matchup. He's a hard hitter. He's gonna like you say, he's gonna hunt his prey, and he's definitely every time he's in the ring, he's in there to get the job done. So I like him. I like him.
Absolutely, and then also, he will, like I said, he'll change levels too to the head and body. That's something else that I noticed. I would like to see at times because I noticed with the fight when he fought Hamza. I feel like he could have, utilized the jab to set up certain shots a little bit more when I was watching
Mm.
that. And let's also talk about, Alma Williams as well. But you said everybody say
And
it's fit,
when you
it's
do
50
when
fit,
I do
50
my
50.
when I go on here and before we do our stuff, I go researching. I'm not a guru, so I'm like in time. So I'm like, okay, let me see what they did. So
Mhm.
people talking about the fight. So it's like just people out there talking about the fight, saying it's
Okay.
50-50, and I don't know. I can't say. I'm not saying it's 50-50. I'm leaning actually towards Adonis on this
Mhm.
one,
Mhm.
only because Williams his background is not really this level of opponents to me versus Adonis
Mhm.
is Adonis to me seems to have fought more of opponents of more of a higher caliber than Williams.
Mhm.
Just looking at their background. Also, I think they both fought the who they fought together. The same opponent they fought.
They both fought Hamza.
Uh,
They both fought Hamza. His last name, because I might be
Shiraz, yeah,
Shiraz or
Shiraz. Okay,
Shiraz. Yep,
Shiraz.
Hamza Shiraz.
So Williams
Yes.
was knocked out by Shiraz.
Yep. Mhm.
And
uh
Adonis.
Adamas, so it was a draw. It was a split decision draw. So that's okay. Three punch
Mm-hmm.
combo. That's very significant. So they both share the opponent one loss. So we know that. Let's confirm it. Ammo lost, got knocked out, and then with Carlos, it was a split decision
Split
draw.
decision.
So
Yep, the draw split
just
decision.
reiterating that
Which let
again.
me know, okay, you got TKO by this guy, and the
Mhm.
other guy,
Mhm.
they went. It's a split unanimous decision. So basically, what that tells me is, hey, Adonis gonna take a punch,
Mhm.
and with Williams, it's gonna be iffy, and it's gonna be a test for Williams when he fight
Mhm.
Adonis. Again, the styles are not really similar, but you have Adonis who's gonna take it to him, and we're gonna see if Williams gonna be able to handle the pressure, um, especially if it goes like in distance, because I don't think Williams. When I did my research, I don't think Williams is like really a. I ain't gonna say he's not a distant fighter, but I think Adamas will have more of a chance if the rounds go later in the rounds. Let me just
Mhm.
say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Amo got to make sure that his defense is tight. He got to make sure that he stay composed. Make sure, like you said, to your point too, handle the pressure, and that is a key component that they share in common too. Because Hamza is a nice fighter, even though it was controversy. It was controversy with the Carlos Adames verse. Hamza fight.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said Carlos definitely outright won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I scored that fight twice, so I
Okay.
saw it like 6-6. I could see how some
Mm.
people had it 6-6, but
Okay.
I also had it like 7-5 for Carlos. I feel
Okay.
like still, especially to those later to the middle to later rounds, I feel like Carlos, his activity rate, his punch placement, and his variety of punches, the way he unleashed and unloaded against Hamza, I feel like that's what solidified it. But I always like to judge it from two different
Mm-hmm.
perspectives, so I could see why possibly people might have kind of had it slightly towards Hamza, because the commentator Sean Porter was one of the
Oh,
commentators
okay.
with that fight. He
Okay.
had actually Hamza winning that fight, but then with Chris Mannix, who sometimes I do not agree with. Let's be clear, but then sometimes it's hard because I will tweet. I do not care. Sometimes I completely disagree with Chris, but on this one, I kind of was leaning towards Chris Scorecard, who is
Okay.
a make sure I believe he's an analyst and journalist as well. He
Okay.
does the commentating.
Okay.
So getting back to the point, yeah, Ammo, the defense got to be tight. One thing I do love about let me not say love. One thing I do like about Ammo Williams, his left, he does have a nice a nice left hand. He'll
Okay.
give you a great like straight left. He did make Hamza, enunciating that properly. He did make him. He hit him with a good shot, and that I believe it was the first or second round when they fought. So
Okay.
that was very key.
Okay.
So he got a good straight left. He does carry some pop, good left hook. Like I said, his left due to him being I believe he's a southpaw fighter, right?
Who was it? Williams?
Yeah,
Yeah, Southpaw.
yeah. So
Okay.
yep, and and he will jab at times. He's have toughness, courageous. So you could tell he really tries to give it his all. So I will say that about Ammo. But to your point too, I think I'm definitely leaning towards Adamas to get the win. Due to I feel like I like what I see, more from Adonis with his movement and his overall game plan, plus his constant, concise pressure at times. If he had that strategic, calculated pressure, I feel like yeah, he'll definitely get the
Yeah,
job done.
me too. Again, with the caliber of opponents he had previously, and he has a higher percentage of knockout rate. I think that Adamas will take this one. I mean, it might be a stoppage. He might take this one. It might be a stoppage on this one, just because of yeah. I'm it's yeah statistically, and not only that, I just feel like Adamas is just more of a he got more grit, a little more grit than Williams. A little more grit. That's all. So we'll see though. March 21st at Cabrillo Royale in Florida. That's a nice place though, too. A nice place to go
That's a
watch the
nice
fight.
spot.
Yeah, it's a nice spot. I like
Oh,
that spot.
okay.
But on the zone. So March 21st.
Okay, so three punch combo. You got our thoughts. Listen, Cotillia said it might be night time, so we'll see when it
Mm-hmm.
come up. So you already know what time it is. It's Cotillia the Boxing Truth. It's the Queen Micah K.